black people are notorious for naming their children 25-letter names that they're never going to get even pronounced right, let alone spelled right.
Jamar'quavius, just random weird stuff. Ladasha, LA-A. Some of these names making no sense. And it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Puerto Rican candy stripe.
Jamar'quavius Jamar'quavius, Sinjanisha, Montarius, Laquishina. And here's the thing. I was around when these names started to pop up, these whack job names. And what I was told, oh, well, see, these are African. No, these are not African names. If they had named them African names, fine. I would say, okay, fine. No, you just make stuff up.
And don't call me Peter. That's my slave name. From now on, call me Kichwa Tembo.
Why would you do that?
Over there. Do you know why they actually do that? Yeah. The reason for that is because during slavery, their identities were taken away. So
cut the shit, all right? Cut the shit.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are biblical names. I'm pretty sure you know the story. Well, here's the thing. Did you know that's not their real name? You know how many wars there were over the last 2,000 years where people were taken over and their names were taken from them? Half the people around you, European, whatever, the names that they have are not their names. So that's silly talk, but that's fine.
If you're trying to, go to corporate America and you send in a resume, your resume gets thrown right in the trash.
Let's not move too quickly here now. Be clear on what he said. He said if you go to corporate America, not if you go down the street and get a job at Walmart or the post office. Corporate America, he said, or a job in a big company. And yes, you will find the odd person who will have a name like that and be working there. But in general, that resume goes in the trash.
If I was in charge of hiring and firing, and I see a Jamar'quavius grace my desk, your resume is going directly into the trash. I already know you came from a hood environment. It's going to be difficult. You're not going to be a good employee. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm judging you improperly, but hey, we got 1,000 resumes in one position. A great filtration process is you got a crazy, ridiculous name I can't pronounce that looks like there was no real care brought into it. Okay, there's white, black, whatever names like that. Okay, your name is Summer Rain, and Rain is spelled R-A-Y-N-E or something crazy like that. I'm thinking poor white trash off the rip, so I'm throwing your name right in the garbage.
I don't know. I don't think in corporate America, Jamar'quavius is going to be one of our top sellers. I don't know. If you got an African friend, you go ask them about these Jamar'quavius and Jawanda and all these names and ask them if they've ever heard of any of those names in Africa. And you already know the answer you're going to get. You know. So stop it. This is not African names. This is just stuff you just made up.
they had to have unique names in order to identify their offspring when they were sold from different plantations. So that came down generationally as generational trauma.
Okay, well, how about now? Isn't that sort of trauma for that poor kid that's never going to have his name spelled right?
Only to your standards.
Like, what is... If I were that child, I wouldn't want my name misspelled all the way through or mispronounced by people.
That's because people can't take the time to pronounce it correctly.
Whatever.
You can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but you can't say Jaquan. Are you kidding me?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Whatever the result is, the poor child does not have his name pronounced correctly or spelled correctly.
Because people do not take the time.
Stop it. Black people can't even spell those names. What are you talking about?
You can take the extra 2 seconds to do it, but instead you're sitting here making fun of a whole culture of people for things that they didn't have a choice on.
Okay, you can tell. Right now she's getting triggered. I'm surprised that she hasn't called her racist yet.
A name that gets misspelled a lot?
I sure don't. Well, because my mom whitewashed my name. Whitewashed my name.
Whitewash my name? That's crazy.
Okay, one of two things. Either she's calling her mom stupid, or her mom on purpose said, you know what? let's give her a white name. And you see, my mom just didn't know any better. See, I'm a lot smarter. We're a lot smarter now.
There's a reason why a lot of these more complex and interesting names came to be. All right. Some of the unpronounceable, you can't read it. That did not happen until way later, way past slavery. You already see these names and you can kind of associate them with gangs and violence and things of this nature. All right. So, I mean, if you do that in America, you are setting your kids up for failure.
Mike Tyson, Chris Rock, Steve Curry, Will Smith, Tommy Sotomayor, and Kevin Samuels. I'm going to stick with these names. I like these names. That's the way it is. That's it. I'm out.